It's so funny because I'm sitting here and I have no idea how to record a voiceover. Which is funny because I've been streaming on Twitch a lot recently. You'd think that I'd know how to talk to a screen, but alas, poor Yorick. Hello, friends. Happy Thursday. Today's Thursday when I'm recording this. I hope you're all doing well. It has been a weird week for me. I'm dealing with a change in my life. Possibly good. At the moment, just stressful. But I know in my heart it's gonna be okay. It's gonna work out. It's just dealing with it in the interim. So it's just so funny because I'm just like sitting here not knowing what to say. I think it's because I'm somebody who works better when I'm prompted with like questions. I feel like I can answer questions just fine when I'm prompted, but like when it comes to like, okay, Maggie, just like start talking about your day. It's like, oh, I don't know anything. I don't remember anything that's happened in the last 48 hours. Which isn't true. I do. I think it just, for whatever reason, my brain works better with prompting. I even wrote out some talking points to like help me out, and it's still, I think it's just going to be something that works. It's just going to be something that happens with practice. So here I am, practicing. So I did these doodles last week at some point. They were really fun to do. I remember when I was doing them, I just needed to draw. I didn't have anything I wanted to draw at the moment, and I wanted to draw something. And so I just kind of started to draw whatever came to mind. Actually, a few of these friends on the screen are inspired by, I have a Animal Crossing New Horizons poster that is hanging on the wall by my workspace, and it's the one that you got if you pre-ordered the game from GameStop, which I did because I'm an Animal Crossing nerd. And so a couple of these were inspired by the characters on there. I think I'm actually gonna look. There's Rod, Bunny, Rosie, Rodney? No, it's not Rodney. It's Hamtaro? What's his name? Hampton? Hamster? Man? I don't know his name. And then the duck, who I also can't think of the name of right now. What is her name? Molly? It's Molly. Along with some NPCs. And I've just been playing so much Animal Crossing recently, and, well, I play it every day. Like, I play it all the time. So I just wanted to draw some animal friends doing some stuff. And there wasn't really any rhyme or reason to this doodle page. I just needed to get some sketching out. I wouldn't say I was going through art block, but I was kind of in an art rut. Whenever I would open a document or open my sketchbook, I just didn't know what to draw. And I think I'm in a weird transition phase with my art where I'm still trying to figure out what makes me happy to draw. And I never used to be somebody who would draw stuff. I was always somebody who drew characters. Like when I started out drawing in middle school, high school, I essentially only drew OCs and fan art. Very little fan art, but I would draw a lot of like anime OCs. But it was all characters. I would always draw characters, and I didn't really draw things. So I feel like recently I've really started to enjoy drawing little items or flowers or whatever. And that also is in part due to my recent, I hesitate to call it obsession. That's not the correct word, but that was the first word that came to my mind. It's not the correct word for it. I would say it's my most recent undertaking, hobby. No, those aren't the correct words either. I can't think of words right now. It's nearly 11 a.m. You'd think I'd be awake. But what I recently got into over the last like month and a half, 2 months, is studio vlogs and art vlogs. And I don't even remember how I found them. I want to say it was something that showed up on my like YouTube recommendation, but I have just really enjoyed watching chill art vlogs of people's lives, of artists' lives, because it feels, I don't know, it's different than watching somebody vlog their travel experience, although I haven't really tried those. Maybe I'd like those. I think for me, with an art vlog or a studio vlog, it's seeing people who are in potentially a similar situation to me or have potentially a similar goal, or we relate in some way, and usually that way is art. And so I've really been enjoying watching them, and it's cool seeing these artists talk about their lives, juggling freelance with their 9-to-5, or juggling those things with their personal art and just their like social life in general. And they talk really openly about their mental health, which I appreciate a lot. Quick sidebar, I'm a huge advocate for talking openly about things. Anything from, periods and menstruation to health, whether it's physical or mental. I think that talking more openly about these things can lead to sort of destigmatizing them and normalizing them. Anyway, sidebar over. I just really appreciate that these vloggers will talk about things that are just going on in their lives, and it matters to me. It feels like I relate to them. Also, it's just fun to see, I have a couple of YouTubers I've been watching in particular pretty religiously the last few weeks. And it's fun to see their development from when they started vlogging to now. A couple in particular, the person that I found first, and again, I don't know how I found her, but her name is Cheyenne Barton, and she's a really sweet person, and her art is so fun and whimsical. And I would say that a lot of like my flowers are kind of inspired by that sort of whimsical, over the garden wall, like cottagecore kind of vibes. So that's why I drew a bunch of them. Also, flowers are just fun to draw. Whether or not you're inspired by anybody in particular, flowers are fun to draw. I highly recommend it. Just do some little simple doodles like this. The other people that I've been watching are Apple.cheeks, aka Tiffany Tan. Her work is so fun and so cute, and I just really enjoyed watching her vlogs in particular because I related so much to her like after college experience in certain ways, not in all the ways. And then the person I've almost caught up watching all of their vlogs is thanksxu, aka Vicky, and I highly recommend checking them all out. Honestly, it's really made me want to try vlogging. I don't know if I'll be able to fit that into my schedule at the moment, but we'll see. Who knows? But yeah, I highly recommend studio vlogs and art vlogs. If you're looking for some like chill background noise for while you're working, if you're not like I haven't really been watching many streams recently, just because first of all, I've just been really into art, like studio vlogs and art vlogs, but a lot of times I want to interact with Twitch streamers, or I don't find somebody who's got the level of chill that I'm looking for while I work. It's a balance. It's definitely a balance. Sometimes there are Twitch streamers that I just want to watch, like sometimes there are Twitch streamers that I want to put on in the background while I work and kind of half pay attention to. So that's kind of a tricky balance. So I started this doodle sesh just wanting to draw anything, kind of everything that came to mind. Also with the idea of this possibly being turned into a sticker page or something, because I'm working on setting up a sticker shop. And I think And I had asked some people, including some folks on Instagram, what they would possibly want in stickers from me. And a lot of people said like florals, nature things. And I think those are really great universal stickers for, journaling, decorating your computer, decorating your journals, your sketchbooks, your phone, whatever. So yeah, who knows? I just kind of wanted to draw whatever. And I definitely was in an art rut when I drew these. And honestly, if I had to give one piece of advice for being in an art rut or art block, is just to draw anything. It's kind of like, there was a class that I took in college. It was not a creative writing class, but it was some kind of writing class. And one of the exercises we did was called free writing. And essentially what that was I don't remember the time. Was there a time limit? I don't remember exactly. I think it was a time limit of like 10 minutes, which sounds like a long time, or it sounded like a long time in the moment. We had to continuously write for 10 minutes. And it was an exercise to kind of get you in the groove, kind of warm you up to writing, also to just kind of get your ideas out. I think for me in particular, I can really freeze up at the sight of like a blank page, and just writing anything really helps. It really helped me get to that part of my brain, kind of like rake through all of the crud in the forefront of my brain and get to the back of my brain where all of my ideas apparently were. So free writing was, we had to just continuously write for 10 minutes or whatever the time limit was. You can make it however you want, but you had to continuously write. And I was using my laptop, I think, so I was typing, and I can type really fast. So when you couldn't think of something to say or something to write, you had to write your immediate thoughts. So you had to write, I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. You just continuously wrote it down over and over and over until kind of like a stream of consciousness thing. And I wonder if I still have those files. Those would be interesting to look back on, because I definitely remember writing that a couple of times. And my teacher assured me, like, this is okay. Just do what you can. And I would say that the same would go for art. I think it can be harder with art because it's not just stream of consciousness words, it's stream of consciousness pictures. And I know not everybody is probably as visual of a person as I am, but maybe it's going to be words for you. Maybe writing down ideas in the form of words would be something to help you with your art block or your art rut. For me in particular, it was literally just kind of drawing whatever came to my head, and I happened to look up. I was looking around my desk and thinking, I just need something to draw. I don't even know. I don't care. And then I ended up drawing those cute little animal characters, and they were really fun. And then I was like, oh, I kind of want to try out some fun little doodles of things that I enjoy. So like coffee or tea, books, my Switch, desserts, like things like that. And then eventually bees. I love bees. I think bees are the bee's knees. Yeah, that's kind of just what I ended up doing. We'll see if I actually turn this into a sticker sheet. I'm working on setting up an Etsy right now. It's a big undertaking and scary but exciting. I think a lot of things happening right now are scary but exciting. I don't know. Especially with kind of the stressor that I have going on right now. The future is weird, but I'm still excited. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.